Hello everyone and welcome, my name is Reaygun, and recently we had a number of different mini-events in Borderlands 3 that I thought we could look at and discuss how the game needs more of these mini-events and how they benefit players and the game itself. So the first event was the co-op loot drop event that increases the amount of loot dropped from badass enemies while playing with a friend or another player through the social matchmaking tab. I thought this was extremely good for the player base because it brings back people into the game with a friend or family member since the game was 50% off for the Steam launch. So this increases the player numbers while also encouraging others to use matchmaking if they don't have people to play the game with, by incentivizing loot as a reward. This event ran from the 27th of March to April 30th, so we'll still be running when this video goes up. Next we have the Doorbusters mini event. Now this is an interesting one because it meant that legendary items could be found in vending machines. This was decent because it gives new players a chance to try out some of the legendary weapons and may introduce them to the idea of farming, which is Borderlands endgame. And they might also find a legendary that they like and want it at a higher level and think, wow, this was cool, how do I get it now, which boss drops it, etc. The only issue I found with this is currently while playing Moe's, I can no longer search for a cloning maddening tracker due to them removing all of the purchasable items from the vending machines in place for one legendary item. Ideally, you'd keep the normal stock of the vending machine and place a legendary in there on top of the usual content, but overall not a bad event as even players in the end game might find a nice anointed surprise for them in the weapon vending machines. This event runs from March 27th to April 2nd. Alongside this event, they also brought back previous cosmetics from the Halloween and Christmas events for players that missed out on, which is quite a nice addition to find in your post. I get that a few players may not be happy about this, as they may have put time into grind these, etc. However, this is mainly for the player base on Steam since these events ran when the game was only on Epic Store, so stop complaining and be happy that Gearbox is actually thinking about the community as a whole. Now the next mini event was actually quite big. It was the Takedown Shakedown event, which boosts loot drops from bosses in the Maliwan Takedown. This benefits people at endgame since you need to be level 50 in the first place to access the takedown, but when combined with the co-op loot boost from badasses, it's just crazy. It brings people back who didn't want to spend so much time grinding and encourage them to play with friends and have more fun without feeling that heavy grinding feeling. Plus, who doesn't love when one run spawns more legendaries than your backpack and lost loot can hold? I'm actually being serious, there is too much loot at the moment. Literally, I think there's about 60 legendaries dropped and I didn't have any space for any of it. Overall, these mini events bring all sorts of different players back to the game, and there is something for everyone. Gearbox have done really well so far with these mini events, as they are definitely doing a great job when it comes to thinking about the entire Borderlands community and should continue on this path forward. I think, however, that loot increases like this need to be implemented at times when the player base starts to drop again to bring back fresh air to the game and just give it a nice, different feel for a small amount of time, as I feel like loot boosts like this will make the game less challenging to get to Mayhem level 10 when Mayhem 2.0 drops in April. Well, that is all from me today, guys. Let me know what you think of these mini events so far in the comments below. And don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed this type of content, while also following me on Twitter for my latest updates. And following me on Twitch, that is where most of my content comes from, so make sure you follow me there as well. See you guys later, bye.